guys, it's Waylon, Discount Fireworks in Ripon, Wisconsin, WisconsinDiscountFireworks.com. I've made 3 videos so far about safety on 1.4 Pro items and how to use them, how to insert and connect them to your initiators, your igniters, and how to hook them up to firing systems. And I do have these cheap $20 firing systems just so you can learn how some of this stuff works. But I do think there's a couple things that I really need to cover and touch base with. These E-matches, they, you know, we are taking the danger away from hand lighting our show, and we are removing that danger, but we are now putting the danger into setting up our show. And that's just because we're using electronics and E-matches. So you need to look at these E-matches like it's a strike anywhere match, and that's what this shroud is for. It's to protect the match. So when you're installing these, you just want to work slow. You don't want to be indoors. Get your show set up, get your fusing done, get anything that you're gonna do done. And when you're installing these, you don't want to be over anything that can shoot. You're going to be right there next to it, but if it shoots, make sure it isn't shooting at you. Last thing you want to do after you get everything hooked up, hook it into your firing system, power off. One thing I've heard of happening one time, not with this system, is on here basically you turn it on and that's your continuity check. Cobra's a little different. You push a button for continuity check, but something could happen where too much voltage came through and something ignited. So the last thing you're going to do after you get everything hooked up, then hook your wires into here, then you're going to turn this on, and you're going to be away from your products, so if something were to ignite, you're not going to get hit. And something we really need to touch base on is, like I had said too, is if you have a whole bunch of cakes lined up to where you just ignite one thing and your show stops, I know you're going to approach your show, you're going to find the problem, and you're going to ignite it. We really need to make sure that you're being safe when you do this. Have a headlamp on, have a light, something you can set on the ground and see very well, see what you're doing. You're going to come up to your cakes here. So like here, let's say your show is going, we've got more cakes here, the tops are blown off. We know that this is where you need to light it. These two still have their tops on. So right here we have a 3-second fuse. These are connected. And even here, this one should have a 3-second fuse. So this would be hooked up to one, and there's still a 3-second fuse there. But when you reach out to light it, do not reach across the cake. Do not have any part of your body over this cake. This is an angled cake. Do not stand on the side of it because it's going to shoot into you. If you're using a torch and you miss this 3-second fuse and you hit this, it's going to start shooting. I would really suggest just using a hand lighter and lighting this green fuse. But if you're going to use a torch, just know if you screw up, it's going to start shooting. And that's fine. But when you're going to light that, you're going to lean back. So you're back here with your torch, and you'll be aiming for this. Hopefully you hit it. Then you'll see it light. You got 3 seconds to get away. If you miss and you hit this, it's going to be shooting before you ever move. So here you are, it starts shooting. Don't look up, don't check out your fireworks, look down at the ground, walk away, get far enough away before you start looking up. But that's the main thing, never get in front of a tube. Once you're playing with e-matches or fire, that thing is a loaded weapon. Do not get in front of a tube. And you know, you cannot stand over it and light this green fuse. Like, I know you got 3 seconds, but like I said, you light the wrong thing, it's gonna shoot you. Even if you're far away like this. Like I said, lean back and light. Don't lean forward and light. If something happens and you trip, you do not want to trip forward. So, just some very, very main points is like, that's where the accidents are going to happen. The accidents are going to happen when you're setting up, and they're going to happen when you go to investigate something going wrong. But if you set up all your cakes on separate queues, you'll never have to approach it. If you set up, a lot of times I'll like to put 3 cakes together, so you got 3 cakes on 1 queue, and that's fine. Like, you won't have to approach it. But I know it's very easy to set up a whole bunch of cakes and then just light it and watch it like we did in a video, and it worked great. But be very confident, and when you go up there, feel confident. I mean, it's no different going up to this and lighting it than lighting a whole bunch of cakes like you do with the consumer stuff. People go out there with 50 cakes and they're hand lighting them and stuff shooting all around them. It's no different. But if you don't feel confident, don't do it. If you don't feel confident, you're probably not ready to be doing it. So one thing I do suggest is get comfortable with your firing system. Know what you're doing, know how it works. Practice, hook some wires up to some ground bloom flowers, shoot them off. Just really feel good about what you're doing and have fun with it. Do it safely. If anybody has any questions ever, you can call me. I don't care who you buy the product from. You can call me and ask me, send me pictures and say, what's this, what's that? I will answer anybody's questions on anything. And if you guys are here and you have questions, don't pretend you know it all. If you don't, you have a question, ask me the question. I think I'm doing really good with my training and my customers, and I'm getting a lot of people into some of this stuff, and they're having a great time doing it. And I think we're doing it safely. And from a lot of stories I'm hearing, it's not that way out there. People are taking the PGI course, and that course is not geared for these products. You don't know anything about these products when you leave that course, and I know that. People come here and say, I got my PGI course, and I say, well, have you ever bought any of this product? And they say no. And I say, so you know nothing about it? And they say, correct. And I got to teach them. So I mean, your certificates mean nothing to me in this product. I will show you everything you need to know about this product, and you just have to take your time and be slow and feel confident once you get going. Peace, guys.